I'm Christine, your life and career coach. Today I'm going to talk to you about what you should do when you feel stuck, when you would really like to be in a place where you're doing what you love, but you have no idea what that is. When you have no idea about what your passion is. If this is what you feel like, I think you're really going to like this video. So a few years ago, I launched a new health food product. It was actually the first cricket flower energy bar in the UK. And yes, by crickets, I mean insects. Do you think I've always had a passion for insects and food? Well, I haven't. This all started because I was really unhappy in my job, but I had no idea about what else I'd really love to do. And I also didn't know how I should find out. So what did I do instead? I had a long think about what some of my interests are. It turns out that I quite like baking cakes, especially healthy cakes. Would I call baking a passion? Not really, but I do enjoy it from time to time. It relaxes me and I get to be creative. So since I had nothing better to do and I was fed up with thinking about my next career steps not going anywhere, I decided to go into the kitchen and bake a cake with some new ingredients. I had fun and I started experimenting a bit more. Eventually, the ingredients I was using became more and more weird and different. And one day I stumbled over this thing called cricket flour. Believe it or not, cricket flour is actually a thing. It's roasted, ground up crickets. Why? Because crickets are super healthy and very sustainable, so they're great for the planet. Now, you might have guessed this. This is where finally my business idea was born. I thought, how amazing would it be to launch an energy bar with cricket flour? So I did. I ended up selling my energy bars in some of the biggest health food stores in the UK. My point with this story is, could I have known where my mild interest in baking would lead me and that it would eventually result in a business? No, absolutely not. But it got me started and it got me moving. And I absolutely believe that when you're stuck, then doing something is so much better than doing nothing. Often when we're stuck, we get overwhelmed and paralyzed because there's so many options out there. So don't let that happen to you. Don't worry about what you're doing has to be perfect or that it has to be the final answer. Often the idea that you've been waiting for example, for your next career move, will eventually result out of this, but it will only come if you actually start doing something. So that's what I wanted to share with you in this week's video. Don't wait for passion to magically fall into your lap. Follow an interest, not a passion, just an interest, play around with it, and you would absolutely get closer and closer to your goal. If you like this video and you know someone who would benefit from watching it, then please like it and share it, and feel free to leave any comments below. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye!